Alright you lot, sit down, listen up, cause I'm about to take a deep dive into Good, Bad and Bloody Ugly or XDefiant Season 1. Now if you're expecting some soft-spoken review, you're in wrong place mate. We're going in hard. Tom Clancy fans, this one's for you, so brace yourself for me completely tearing apart what deserves it. But before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe and all that bollocks, it helps channel grow. Right, let's get into it shall we? Right, let's talk about good stuff in XDefiant Season 1. Now, I'm not one to gush, but even I can admit when a game does something right. And this season gave us a few gems. First up, Rainbow Operators from GS Commando. Captain, Stark, Krieger. Absolute bloody legends. I'm a big fan of Rainbow Six, so when these lads dropped in early, I was chuffed to bits. You've got Electrified Barbed Wire for area denial, which, let's be honest, it's perfect for shutting down those pesky flanking buggers. Active defense system, that's brilliant. Counter enemy devices, keep them frustrated while you hold line. But my favourite, G52 tactical shield with blinding flash. You can dazzle them, then go for kill with your sidearm. Love a good bash and smash tactic, keeps things spicy. Then there's maps. Maps. Clubhouse. If you know your Rainbow Six Siege, you'll be feeling right at home, mate. I got some proper nostalgia there. Reminds me of early days playing with my son and his mates. But one that takes biscuit for me is Daytona. Linear mode, escort. I'm all about strategic teamwork and Daytona nails it. Flank routes, peak points. It's like map were designed to make perfectly coordinated team feel like gods. It's kind of map where if your team ain't working together, you're getting your ass handed to you. Oh, and don't get me started on rank mode. Season 1 really kicked things up a notch here. 4v4, unique rule sets and proper competition. Getting to top 500, there's a challenge. And exclusive rewards make it worth grinding for. And you know I love me cosmetics, mate. So leveling through that 90 tier battle pass wasn't half bad. All in all, content this season been solid. Weapons, maps, operators, there's plenty to sink your teeth into. Yeah, gameplay's smoother, hit registration's better, and even netcode's less crap than before. Surprised? Me too. But hey, they've improved since pre-season, so I'll give credit where it's due. That's good, but don't get too comfortable, cause we're diving into bad, and it's gonna get real. But Scotty, everything you just said ain't good, how can there be any bad? Well, that's magic of game development, innit? You can have all shiny new content, but it don't mean it's without its faults. So let's take some of that good, flip it on its bloody head, starting with GS Commando. That bloody hard at passive trait. What an absolute nightmare. You got these swats pixel peeking over cover with snipers, helmets harder than a Yorkshire bloke after 8 pints. Headshots? Forget it. The only way to deal with them is a well-timed grenade, or if you're lucky enough, a spider-bot. But let's be honest, half the time that spider-bot gets stuck running into walls or gets shot even before it reaches them. And with upcoming changes, that's no longer a counter either. All those complaints about phantoms being overpowered should be redirected here. And don't even get me started with get good, brigade. You tell me how I'm supposed to get good against a sniper who's got an helmet that makes headshots near impossible while they're pixel peeking. Oh, and for those of you using snipers with these lads, it's time you admitted it. That ain't fair gameplay. You're ruining fun for the rest of us, mate. Let's talk about some Muppets playing GS Commando. You got these absolute smooth brains pouring shot wire behind the objective and then sitting in spawn with a sniper. Are you trying to defend or take a nap? If you're going to play GS Commando, use your brain. Place shot wire where it actually slows enemy from reaching objective. Now, Battle Pass. I finished that in less than a week. A week? Yeah, sure, there was double XP weekend and I used boosted tokens to make it quad XP, but that's beside point. A 90 tier Battle Pass for a season that's 3 months long? Come on, lads. That's not enough content to stretch out. Either shorten seasons or gears bigger Battle Pass. 150 tiers, something to keep us grinding. Oh, and let's not forget Sword Off Shotgun secondary. I'm getting flashbacks of Fortnite's double pump days with absolute PTSD. Sure, it's not as fast as switching XDefiant, but good players have got that timing down. Double shotting everyone into oblivion. Storming in with double barrel and wiping out entire squads at close range. It's broken. Fix it. If I'm getting one shot by a sword off from halfway across room, there's something seriously wrong. These things are too bloody powerful, especially in hands of a skilled player. Sort it out before it turns into next overpowered meta. There's always a catch, isn't there? For every bit of good, There's something that drags it down. But trust me, it gets worse. Now brace yourselves, because we're getting into real shit show. They're fucking ugly. You know, stuff that makes you question why you even bother turning game on in first place. First culprit, those goddamn flashbangs. If I see one more flashbang thrown into a room, I'm gonna lose it. Those things are OP as hell. You toss one in and whoever's in there may as well take their hands off bloody keyboard and wait for death. There's no defense. None. If you get hit by one, you just stand there like a rape mug while enemy strolls in and takes your heart. It's gotten to a point where if I get flashed, I don't even bother trying to fight back. I just accept my fate and hope respawn time is quick. And don't get me started on abuse. I swear every match, someone's sucking flashbangs left, right and centre like it's going out of fashion. Hey, Mark, or anyone on dev team, if you're listening, I'm begging you, nerf the flashbangs. I get it, they're supposed to be disruptive, but right now they're bloody game breaking. Now let's talk about something equally infuriating, smurfing in ranked. This is an issue that's flying way under radar, but it's getting worse. You got these smug twats dropping into low ranked games with the smurf accounts and they're absolutely stomping on anyone who's genuinely trying to climb ranks. And worst part, these streamers and so-called content creators are out there flaunting it on the streams, advertising it like it's some kind of clever strategy. You know what needs to happen? Permanent bans. I'm talking no nonsense, both the smurf and main accounts gone for good. You want a cheat system? You're out. And while we're at it, someone needs to have a word with Aches and tell him to stop protecting his mates who are doing this. I get it, they're his friends, but when their actions are hurting game success, you gotta make choice. Your mates sort game. You can't have both. Let me tell you something, mate. If I had mates pulling this kind of crap, I'd drop them quicker than a bad habit. Because at the end of the day, it's about game, not your ego or your mates' egos. It's hurting player base. It's killing ranked mode. And if it's not sorted soon, it's going to drive people away faster than a dodgy update. And last, but not least, why have I not been asked to voice an announcer in game yet? Mark, you know you want my grumpy Yorkshireman calling shots for one of the factions. Imagine it. Oi, Pillocks, capture bloody objective. I'll do it for free. Yeah, me right, free. Just send me scripts, and I'll sign an NDA, no leaks, I promise. My email's in description, mate. Let's make this happen. Sound off in comments if you reckon Scotty McG needs to be announcer in XDefiant. Let's make some noise, get their attention, and make this game even more of a laugh, eh? So there you have it, flashbangs, madness, smurfing twats, and me still waiting for me announcer gig. That, my friends, is fucking ugly at XDefiant Season 1. But we're not done yet. Now let's take a breather after all that rage, yeah? It's time to wrap things up with a bit of reflection. Is Season 1 greatest thing since sliced bread? Not even close. But it's not a disaster either. In fact, there's a lot to like, if you can get past headaches. Let's not forget that XDefiant is still finding its footing. We've got Team Rainbow's GS Commando making the mark with some solid defensive play. And maps like Daytona, which I bloody love, gives a glimpse of what this game could become if devs play the cards right. And ranked mode? It's a good challenge when smurfing isn't ruining it. And if you're into grinding rewards, Battle Pass does give you something to chase, even if it's too quickly. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows, is it? Those balancing issues like GS Commando snipers with hard at perks are a nightmare. And flashbangs? Flashbangs. One thing that makes me consider uninstalling quicker than a free-to-play mobile ad. But seriously, lads, I know devs are listening, and if you're going to keep flashbangs this powerful, at least give us some sunglasses in-game. Alright? I'll happily equip a pair and run around like I'm on beach holiday if it means I won't be blinded every 5 bloody seconds. Look, despite all nonsense, I'm still having a laugh with XDefiant. There's something here that keeps bringing me back. Could it be better? Absolutely. But do I have hope for Season 2? You bet. So let's talk about what I expect from Season 2. And I'm not here to sugarcoat hope. I got a list of demands. Yeah, demands. First things first, devs, fix bloody flashbangs. Yeah, I'm starting with that. You already know my feelings from earlier, either tone them down or gears more countermeasures. Or hell, just bin them entirely. I'm done being blind every time I walk into a room. Second on list, rank play. Smurfing needs to be cracked down on hard. I want to see proper bans, not just slaps on wrist. If people are going to abuse the system and cheat the way to the top, they need to be gone. Permanently. Speaking of rank, gives more reason to grind it. I want proper rewards, none of this half-assed nonsense, but real meaningful rewards. You finished in top 500? Great. Where's my exclusive rank skin or something that screams, I earned this? We're putting in time, so here's something worth showing off. While we're on about rewards, let's talk about Battle Pass for Season 2. 90 tier system? Yeah, it needs work. I don't care how you do it, whether it's a 150 tier pass or more meaningful milestones throughout season, but it needs to feel like it's worth my time. Maybe take a leaf out of Fortnite's book. Here's extra skins, progression camos, something to grind for once we've hit top tier. On map side of things, more like Daytona please. That map's a blast, and I'm looking for more of that linear strategic goodness. Escort mode needs more love too, so here's a few new maps with clever design. I don't want more cluttered maps where everyone's just shooting in all directions. I want tight, focused maps that make strategy king. And devs, communication, it's key. I get that you're busy, but we need more transparency, more updates, and more engagement with community. So there it is, my list of demands for Season 2, and yeah, I said demands cause we put up way enough on Season 1, and game's got potential to be great. Season 2 needs to deliver. Right, so we've had a good morn, laid out our demands. Now let's take a step further. What do I actually want to see in XDefiant Season 2? And no, I'm not just talking about fixing what's broken, though that's bloody important. I'm talking about improving what's already there, taking it up a notch and making this game worth every hour you put into it. First on wishlist, better progression. Yeah, Battle Pass system needs fixing, but beyond that, we need more to strive for. Remember those days when you'd unlock something by grinding hours upon hours? I'm not saying we need to bring back 500 hour unlock system at old days, but gears more milestones. Weapon skins, character customizations, badges that actually mean something, make us feel like we've earned our bragging rights. Let's talk weapons next. Season 1 gave us a few new ones, sure, but they've got to diversify arsenal in Season 2. It's not just about adding more guns for the sake of it, it's about giving us tools to shake up gameplay. More faction-specific weapons, more experimental builds. How about something that rewards high skill but punishes reckless? Maybe a sniper that don't rely on pixel peaks. Or an SMG that forces close quarters engagement but with a twist. Something like that. But here's the thing, balance is king. Don't just dump new weapons in without balancing them out properly. Last thing we need is another overpowered shotgun situation like we had in Season 1. If you're bringing in new gear, make sure it's not game breaking. We're not here for some one-shot god mode nonsense. We're here for skill-based tactical play, yeah? Maps. We need more varied maps. And not just in terms of visuals. I want maps that force us to adapt our strategies. Right now we've got a few solid ones, Daytona being my personal favourite as you know. But for love of gaming, gears more flank routes. Nothing kills a vibe faster than predictable choke points. Oh, and here's a wild idea, how about some dynamic elements in maps? I'm not talking about full-blown destruction like Battlefield. Here's something that shifts as match goes on. Maybe a door gets blown open halfway through. Or a new sightline opens up in later stages. Keep us on our toes, you know? Last thing on wishlist, community events. Get us involved. Here's a reason to come back week after week and not just for grind. I'm talking about community challenges, limited time events. Maybe even some in-game tournaments where we can show off our skills. And here's a thought, how about a mod where devs themselves join in? You want feedback? Get in trenches with us. Imagine devs getting flashbanged as much as we do. They'd fix that problem quick, wouldn't they? So there you have it, my wish list for XDefiant Season 2. Potential's there, but it's up to devs to deliver. We want more depth, more variety, and a hell of a lot more balance. If they can pull it off, we could be looking at one of the best shooters at year. But if they drop ball, well, we'll be having a very different conversation in a few months, won't we? So that's my review of XDefiant Season 1. Good, bad, and utterly fucking ugly. We've had some cracking content, solid gameplay improvements, but we've also dealt with some proper bollocks that need fixing. And if Season 2 is out like what I just laid out, we might be in for a hell of a ride. But hey, enough from me. I want to hear from you lot. Smash that like button, hit subscribe and leave a comment below with your thoughts, rants and even best gaming stories. Who knows, I might just feature them on channel in a future episode. So don't be shy, sound off. Oh, and one final thing. If any XDefiant devs are watching this, Mark, Ubisoft, whoever's out there, where's me invite to voice one at factions, eh? Come on lads. You know you want a bit of grumpy Yorkshire charm telling players to PTFO in middle of a battle. Send me bloody scripts, I'll record them for free. Right, I think that's enough from me. Like, subscribe and all that bollocks, and I'll catch you next time, you magnificent.